Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video we are going to see how to create and automate the EBS snapshots. So now first of all we need to understand that what is a snapshot. So snapshot is an image of your you can make images of your volumes, you can make images of your instances, that is your servers, and you can use them for the backup purposes. Or in case of failure, you can recreate your instances, or you can recreate your volumes which have your important data at any point of time in in case of any disaster recovery or management, right? So snapshots are really very important. They can be used for the failure management and even copying your data from one region to another region or from one account to another account. So that is possible with the help of snapshots. So first of all, let us see what we are going to learn today. So the major thing that we will be focusing upon is the EBS snapshots in this particular video. So we need an EC2 instance, then we will be needing an EBS volume, of course, of which we want to take a snapshot of, right? After that, we will be, of course, creating an snapshot and visualizing that, and after that we will be actually automating the process of creating these snapshots via data lifecycle manager available in AWS, right? So without wasting time, let us go to our AWS Management Console and see how we can take these EBS volumes snapshots as well as how we can automate this process. Now, here I am in my AWS's management console, and this is the page where I can see one of my EC2 instances running. So this is a generic EC2 instance with all default settings, but the thing is that this time I have taken a Linux 2 instance, not an Windows instance, right? So the AMI is Linux 2. So what we are going to do over here is we will be going to the left hand side of your dashboard, elastic block storage, and click on volumes, right? Because we will be working on EBS volumes. So right now in my account I have only one volume attached, which is the default, or you can say the root volume, which is currently in use, and it's in US East 1A, right? What I will be doing is I will be creating another volume and let the size be 20 gigs, right? And it will be a general purpose US East A, so that I can actually associate it with my EC2 instance. So the snapshot with which you create the volume if required, because I am just creating a new volume, so I do not require any snapshot right now, right? And you can search for public snapshots by typing the test in the field. So here what you can see, these are the public snapshots that are already been available to you. So these are certain volumes which have certain data and certain things already in them. So if you want, we can actually use these public snapshots to create new volumes also. But right now I will be creating a new volume, a fresh volume, and I will be making my data into it, right? Putting my data into it actually. So right now I do not require it, and you can see that it is not yet necessary. So it is not the necessary step to do. And then talking about encryption, I will not be encrypting this particular snapshot because I do not require this for my practical. So the name I will be giving is my new volume, right? And now I will be just creating a new volume, and the volume has been created, right? So now I have two volumes in my account. One is the 8 one, that is the root one, and this is the new volume of 20 gigs. And you can see that it is available but not yet attached to my EC2 instance, and this we have seen in lot many videos, that how we can actually attach our EBS volume. So clicking on my instance, clicking on selecting my EBS volume, going to attach volume, that is in actions, attach volume, and here you will be searching your EC2 instance that is running, right? And this is the volume that you have actually created. So attach. So now my EC2 instance is having two volumes attached to it. Now Let us to our AWS Management Console, EC2 instances, and then we will be going to the volume tab, right? So what we have over here is a new EBS volume, and I will be just clicking on this, right, and action, and there is a option of creating snapshot. So that is how we actually create snapshots of our EBS volume for backup purposes, right? So I will be just clicking on create snapshot, and the name description will be snap of original. So it says that it is a snapshot of the original volume. So I do not want to encrypt it right now, right? So no encryption. Key, yes. Now I want to add a key over here. Now the usage of tag is, see, we can have multiple EBS volumes, attached to an EC2 instance. And it is not necessary that we want to, take backup of each and every volume, right? So there may be certain volumes of which I want to take the snapshots or the backups, and certain volumes will be that I do not bother about taking their snapshots, right? So through tagging, I can identify, right, which volumes I want to take a snapshot of. That means it can act as a filter. So tags are also very important. So I have just given a tag to my new snapshot, and the tag should be actually snap only, right? So the snapshot, because I will be tagging my volumes because I want to take snapshots of my volume, right? So I'm clicking on create snapshot, right? So now your snapshot has been created, right? And in order to check snapshot, you have to go to EBS block store snapshot, and you can say that snap of the original volume is being now created. So the status is pending, right? But after some time this status will going to change. So now what we have a snapshot with us, right? And you can see that the snapshot is actually now created. The status is complete. And what we are actually going to do over here is just give it a name, and let the name be my snap, and enter, right? Now this is a snapshot that has been created by my original volume. Now the next step is go to action and click on create volume. See, now I am on the dashboard of snapshots, right? And if I go to action, see what all things I can do on my snapshot is I can delete it, I can create a new volume, I can manage fast snapshot restore, so that is something else. We can also create another snapshot from a snapshot, right? We can copy it, right? So you can see that we can copy a snapshot to a different, altogether a different region. So if I want to copy it to any of my region, I can do that I have told you before. And even I can actually encrypt a snapshot and then copy it to the different region. So if I click on encryption, then it will be asking about the key details, of course. So that is also possible with snapshots, right? So you can also copy your snapshots. I'm not going to copy it right now, but I will be going on actions and I will be creating a new volume with this, right? So what I'm going to do, I will be creating a new volume of the same the same data that is of 20 gigs. Even if I can want I can also add the size. It says that you cannot decrease the size, right, of the volume. You can always increase it. So let it be equal this time, right? And USE stay, that's fine. And now I am going to tag it, right? How I am going to tag it, I will be giving it automate via DLM. So that was the different tag, right? Automate via DLM, and consider it true, right? So this is the new volume that is I am creating by the help of my snapshots, right? So if I go back to now volumes, right, and now you can see that a new volume is being created, right? And for that I have a snapshot ID. The previous one didn't have any snapshot ID because I haven't created any this volume with the help of snapshots, right? So again I will be renaming it, and that will be uh, volume snapshot, right? So that is the volume that is created by a snapshots, right? So you can see that the volume is now available, but it is yet not attached to any EC2 instance. So you can attach it to altogether different EC2 instance, but now I have only one instance with me, so I will be just attaching it to that only. So here I have a running EC2 instance, so attach it to that. Right, so now that new volume is also been attached to your EC2 instance. Refresh it and you can see that the volume has been now in use. Going back to your EC2 instances, now let me just clear the screen and run the command lsblk. Right, so here you can see that this was the first volume that I have created and mounted, and this is the default volume, that is the root volume, and this is the new volume that has been created via snapshot, right? Now coming back, that how we can actually automate the process of taking snapshot. So in the Elastic Block Store, you can have three different options. First is creating volume, second is creating snapshots that we have seen right now, and the third option is Lifecycle Manager, which is something that AWS created after, before is created for making things automated, right? So here, in order to schedule and manage the creation and deletion of EBS snapshots, we will be creating a lifecycle policy. So clicking on create lifecycle policy, and you will be coming to this particular page. Data Lifecycle Manager enables you to automate the creation, retention, copy and deletion of EBS snapshots and EBS backed AMI. It also enables you to automate cross-account snapshot, copy action of snapshots that are shared with you based on Amazon CloudWatch event. So that is something very sophisticated, and it does each and everything for you, right? So here I will be just making the EBS snapshot policy, and we can also have an EBS backed AMI policy, and also for cross account copy. The copy command that I have shown you in the previous section of this video, we can also automate that copying of the snapshots. So here I will be just copying my volume, not my instance, and description is just automate the snapshots, right? And target with these tags. Now here is the purpose of the tags, right? So now which volumes I want to actually tag is, so it will be going to tell me each and every volumes that are tagged in my account. So what I had I had created one snapshot volume that we actually mounted also by my snapshot, right, by this volume. So see, I have just tagged the new volume with automate DLM, right? So actually what this tag is going to do over here is, we tagged it while creating these snapshots, but we can actually select which volumes I want to automate, right? The snapshots of which volume I want to automate. So I have these tags, right? So I want to automate these one. So I have just named it right. So the tag value is true. So I got those volumes whose DLM tag value is true. I want them to actually get get their snapshots automatically. So now I have just filtered out the volumes, right? And here the tag is actually optional, but yes, you can again tag it for making further automations possible. So you can actually filter it. See, IAM role, you can actually choose another IAM role for your snapshot, but if you don't, then the default role is being attached to your snapshot. So that is fine with us right now. And here is the policy schedule, which is very important portion of this automation. So it says that it will be going to tell that how often this policy is going to trigger, right? So what we are going to do over here is we are doing the automation of snapshots. So when I want to take the snapshots, right? So I will be giving it a schedule. So this is, let it be my schedule 1. What I want to, take the snapshots daily, weekly, monthly, or you can also, customize your period, right? So let it be daily, and every 12 hours or every 1 hour or whenever you want. So if you click on every 1 hour, then it will be, generating 24 snapshots per day. So depending upon that, you can actually consider the timings as, according to yourself. So plenty of options are giving over here. So here I have taken every 1 hour. Let it be every 12 hours, right? And starting the time is also given. And here we have the retention type, right? Now retention type tells that how many snapshots that you want to keep into your account, right? So I am telling that, let's suppose I'm taking snapshots every hour, right? So it will be generating around 24 snapshots per day. So do I want to retain all the 24 snapshots, or do I want to retain the last 4 snapshots or the last 2 snapshots, right? So this retention type is going to tell this, right? So what I'm going to do is I can select two things. What I can do is to select the count, that how many last snapshots I want to retain, or I can even age, my snapshots, that how long I want to retain them, right? So if I want to retain these snapshots for 2 days, right? So I will be given the intervals in days also. So the snapshot will be there into my account for 2 days, and after that, this will be, your snapshots will be deleted automatically, right? So this is also important for, keeping your account memory efficient, because of course snapshots will be going to cost, the data charges, data storage charges. So here I will be going for count, and let the count be 2, and I want to retain the last 2 snapshots, right, into my AWS region, right? So all these things are again the additional tags if you want to do any, or if you want fast restore of your snapshots, you can also click on this option. Cross region copy also is enabled, so you can do a lot of stuffs over here. And you can also create more policies, because I have created only one policy. You can create multiple policy, and you can see the policy summary over here also, right? So these are the things that we can actually do while creating any policy. So you can click over it, and you will be seeing that your policy is been now created. So the action is in process, but still it will take a little amount of time, to actually create the snapshots. So here the policy has been created, but if I again go to the snapshot tab, you won't be seeing any new snapshot over here, because it depends upon the policy, that when the policy is going to trigger. So I have made a policy for creating snapshot for every 12 hours. So after 12 hours, I will be able to see a new snapshot in my account, right? So you guys can also create such policies, wait for some time, and then check out that yes, the snapshots are being created automatically or not. So that was all with EBS, that how we can create volume, attach volume, mount volumes, create snapshots, and automate the process. And that was all with EBS hands-on today. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And for more such videos, stay tuned to my channel. Thank you.